I think we are live, guys. Let's go. Hey guys, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the B Token, the future of home sharing on the blockchain. The ICO has garnered a ton of interest well beyond their expectations. Be sure to check out their website at btoken.com. Their ICO starts January 31st. Be sure to subscribe to their email list to stay reminded. Otherwise, you may lose your chance at this one, folks. Hey guys, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Let me fix that little color discoloration I have. I look a little grainy. Give me one sec. That looks a little better, right? I see a little bit less. Little mic stand here looks like it could be fixed. But anyway, what's going on, everybody? Reading the latest advantage drop. Echo. Ooh, there's an echo. Okay. Give me one second. Huh. Let me know now. Is there an echo now? Huh. Any echo? Any echo? Let me know now. Is there an echo now? ECO and sound. What are the lows coming up? Yes, still an echo. What did they do here to my microphone today? Huh. YouTube. Outputs, tools. Sorry guys, we just changed a couple of things. Is it playing through your speakers? No, it is not. Audio, mic. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know. Can you guys even hear me now? Bum, 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 bum. Can you guys hear me now? I don't know. Can you guys even hear me now? Bum, 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 bum. No echo. No echo is fixed. So the echo is fixed. Is that right? Turn it up now. Better. Low. You're good. No echo. Fine, but too low. Okay, here. Let me know how I sound now. I just raised the volume. Sorry for all this. Let me know if it works. Is it better? Am I fixed? Am I louder? It's only in the left ear, though. Really? But too low. Is it better? Am I fixed? Am I louder? It's only in the left ear. Okay. Alright. I made it even a little bit louder. Left ear only. That is weird. Alright, hold on. Tools. Settings. Audio. Average left and right. Default speakers. Okay. Alright, well, I don't know about the left and right, but we'll try and get that fixed after the stream. A little bit of echo is still there. Alright, well, we'll have to split test this stuff afterwards. I don't know what we did. And get that fixed after the stream. A little bit of echo is still there. Alright, well, we'll have to split test this stuff afterwards. I don't know what we did. And get that fixed after. Alright, whatever. A little bit of echo. I'm going to start. I was just listening to myself up on the top screen. I've tried to turn up the volume as much as it will possibly go. I don't know what else to do. Audio. Volume range 300, left and right. Alright. only coming out of left speaker. All right, well, I'm gonna go. I'm drinking tea in a glass mug. All right, anyway, so let's get started. I want to talk to you guys about Bitcoin and where the market's going, and how much I have invested into both. So into altcoins, into Bitcoin. So let's pull up the charts and take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin USD. And here we are. Let's look at the daily. So I definitely want to look at the long-term perspective here because I am kind of in Bitcoin for the long term. I think a lot of people are. I mean, so if you got into Bitcoin just recently, I think it's a bit unfortunate. If you got in recently and you've got in like up around here, you lost a lot of money, but this is totally common and this happens all the time. And I think Bitcoin is definitely headed to a reversal pretty soon. There's a lot of different indicators here that are telling me good things. So let's start by looking at the RSI. So I am on the daily chart. So I want to look at the longer term picture here as opposed to just the next couple of days or weeks. Or next couple of hours or days. I want to look at more like the next couple of weeks and next couple of months. And I can tell you that Bitcoin is almost definitely going to rebound. The RSI right here, if we pull up just the RSI, we have only been this low. And if we pull out this graph, this goes back to 2016. There's only been about 7 or so times that we've been this low on the daily chart in the last year and a half. And each time we came back, you can see these instances here. September, this was China FUD. This right here was hard fork FUD. This right here in April was calming down of basically a really big run-up we had. You can see here was the run-up with the RSI. We were very overbought. And you see the same thing again. We were very overbought here in the beginning of December and stuff. And now we are back down here, right here. And we've only been this low several times in the past year. And do we have more room to go down? Maybe. Where do I think the bottom is? Let me draw. I love to draw to show you and tell you where I think the bottom is. So here we have our last run up. So I like to do a Fibonacci retracement, and I'm going to do that from here to here. And you can see this is actually the perfect time that I like to buy. I've drawn this many times. So this is a Fibonacci retracement, and I like to draw from on the chart. Whoa, that's messy. I don't want to draw that. I like to go from what's called a local minimum to a local maximum when I draw it. So you can use Fibonacci retracements in many areas of the chart and over the lifetime period of this, this asset or any other cryptocurrency. But I like to go, you can use them from local min to local max. So a local min is basically a minimum over a certain time period. So the minimum right here over this time period would be right there where I drug it, and the local maximum would be here. Of course, there's times in the chart where we have even lower, but I want to just look at this one cycle, the last cycle. So drawing that from there to there, this 618 level right here is one of the levels that a lot of things usually get back to, and let me draw it in yellow. 618, this really means these different Fibonacci retracement levels only tell you, what they tell you is they tell you two things. They tell you how much of the market that from the original high or from the last high that we've retraced, how much of the market has pulled back, how much have we taken back from our last previous high. And you can see that at the top we were at around $20,000, and we've taken back about 61.8% of that original move, which started down here at around 5,000. We went from 5,000 to 20,000 in just about one whole swift move. Now we find ourselves sitting right here around this $10,000 mark, and that is to be expected right here by the Fibonacci retracements, because I'm telling you, many times, we get back to the same exact level right here. And furthermore, the Fibonacci retracement, what it helps to tell you is it tells you key areas of support and resistance, or it helps visualize that actually. And you can see it right here. You can see these different lines and areas right here of support and resistance. You can see them, you know, these candles match up for the most part with these different lines here. I mean, it's not spot on, and it never will be, and it's not meant to be either. But you can see we're resting along this 618 line, which is a fantastic time to get into the cryptocurrency markets. So I think that it's an excellent time to get in. Now, I do see a comment. Someone's asking about the Tony Stallone asks about the excuse me, about futures expiring. So yes, futures are expiring on the 26th of January, and I think in the long run that has no direct impact on Bitcoin. I think that you're not investing in the underlying asset Bitcoin by investing in contracts or purchasing contracts. However, there has been a lot of speculation, I think, concerned that maybe the market being suppressed right now has a little bit to do with that, and maybe it does. I mean, there's a lot of different pieces, I think, here moving. But if you asked me, I think a lot of this correction is typical. It's normal. It's what we see at the beginning of each year. By the way, I am Sam. So anyone asking, this is Sam. Snay is the Indian dude. He is probably speaking in the chat. In fact, let's get you guys up on the chat. Let's pull up. Let's get you guys up there if I can. Where is the YouTube chat? Is that it? Huh. Nope. That's not it. Hold on one second. We're going to pop that chat out. And I'm going to add it to my thingamabobber here. Add. Hold on one second. Add web page URL. Okay. Is that working? All right, that's way too fat. There you go. And we need to make that layout a wee bit longer. Whoop, nope. So there we go. We can shorten the width a little bit. There you go. All right, so you guys are on the side, so you guys can see each other chat. I'm Sam. Not sure. We have a little bit of difficulty. We have a little bit of difficulty talking, a little bit of difficulty with the audio today. I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, I really feel like it's a great time. So if I had Tether on the market or the sidelines, or if I had USD or fiat, I think now is a great time to buy, and I definitely would consider laddering in. I think the bottom that we could get to would be somewhere in this region here. We've dipped to what, 93. We've dipped to 99. We've dipped to 98. If we zoom in, we might be able to get better results. So if we go in the 2 hour, we've went as low as 92.97. But let's go back to the daily. So I like to look at it more in terms. So I'll definitely say I'm like a swing trader. Definitely not looking to trade by the minute, by the hour, or anything. I like to trade, you know, weeks and months at a time. And I think that you just by looking at all these different indicators, you can see everything is always cyclical. And I'd love to show you back, you know, just the charts if we were to go back and show you the beginning of the years. Here is the beginning of the year. The bottom last time wasn't until January 16th. So that was the bottom last year, January 17th. Today's January 23rd. Nothing too wild or different out of those expectations so far. Or wait, hold on. Yeah. Let's go back to 2016. Yeah, the bottom was January 20th. Let's go back to the beginning of the year on 2015. In 2015, we had a decrease. The bottom was January 15th, all around the same times. And it looks like Coinigy doesn't go back much further than the 2014 August range. But this is very common. And you see things pick up and usually hit their peak sometime in spring. Every year, every single year. So if we zoom in back on the 2016 mark, need to change that volume. That is a little bit too loud for me. On the 2016 mark, where is 2016? Here it is right here. So we bottomed out, and then you can see a gradual increase up until, I don't know, about the end of February, end of March. Then we had a huge increase at the end of spring last year. But anyway, this is all very typical, is just my point. Truth be told, thank you very much for the $2 just because. Thank you very much for donating and supporting the channel. We appreciate it. But I really feel like this is a fantastic time to get into Bitcoin. And if you have any money, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Now is one of the best times to get involved. You can further look to some of the other things here. So the MACD looks like we're starting to move back towards a cross. And you can see we haven't been down this low on the MACD in quite some time. It's been a long time. The RSI, though, like I said, 5-6 times in the past several years, or the past year or so, we've been this low. You can see right here, I quickly draw the line. We've been this low about 4 or 5 times in the past year. Not many times, and they were all due to FUD and different things. I think right now it's a combination of many things going on at once. FUD, correction time, people taking profits. It's the beginning of the year. It's just a number of things, a lot of things going on. I don't think there's one thing in specific. I don't think Bitcoin futures or Korean FUD or anything in particular is the one sole proprietary reason for why Bitcoin is on sale right now. But in all honesty, I do think it's on sale. Thank you, guys. Is that a jar of piss? No, it's a cup of tea. Clearly, Sam is drinking his urine from a jar. What the fuck is going on? Ven, looking to reach the sky again on the 4-hour. And by the way, hit that likes button. Volume tells me we are not bottomed out yet. So let's take a look at the volume. I do like to take a look at the volume. So volume is definitely a good indicator. The volume is definitely off a lot from where it was back in December, and you need volume for Bitcoin to move, and that's a key piece of information I also look for in any cryptocurrency. You want to make sure that there's volume going on, and it is interesting. You can come to CryptoSomniac and sort it by volume right here, and something tells me that that is off. Volume. Why is Bitcoin not number 1 in volume? We must have an error going on here. Interesting. We'll have to get that fixed. So normally Bitcoin is number 1. So let's not use our website for just a moment. Let's go to CoinMarketCap.com, and if we sort the volume, a lot of action going on in Tether, meaning people are probably buying, converting out of Tether. But we've had a lot more voluminous days in Bitcoin. EOS with a lot of volume. So you need volume for things to move, whether it's in a good direction or a bad direction. You really need volume. And without volume, you're not going to get a lot of action. So just looking at the volume, and at least recently, I mean, of course, $9 billion is a lot of volume, but in relative to other, where we were and how much volume there used to be and was, it's actually not a ton. We had 50 billion volume days not too long ago. Let's take a look at on their chart the volume. How do I look at just volume? 24-hour volume. Let's zoom in on just this portion of the graph. The green that's not the volume. How do I look at volume? 24-hour volume. So here it is right here, 24-hour volume. The volume is waning. I mean, you can see it right here in the gray in a histogram format. Back in the beginning of December, we actually had a lot more volume, and it's waning. And this is honestly a great time, and you should really be laddering in your orders and really entering the market with fiat if you're new. I definitely wouldn't be selling much of anything right now. There's a couple of cryptocurrencies that I mentioned in my other video that I think are a bit overvalued right now, or at least in the middle of a decline, and I thought VeChain was one of them. And I told you guys that I had sold some VeChain, and VeChain is definitely looks like it cooled off a little bit, and we'll definitely try to chart some different things. Ven, wow, looks like Ven popped back. I still think it's very overbought and not too late to sell. We had a quick bounce down and then a quick recovery, but I still think it is quite high right now, so I definitely wouldn't be looking to get into it. Ven been riding with the bulls versus Bitcoin since November 30th. I agree. I think Ven has done very well, and I'm not saying anything bad about VeChain or Ven. I definitely just think it's a bit over high, and I would not consider buying it right now. Could I please talk about Ethos? A lot of us are invested and would love to hear your thoughts on it currently. I do know that they are in what was I going to say? What was I going to say? I do know that they partnered with Lala World, which is an ICO I participated in recently, but I don't like Lala World that much. I didn't really like the team. I mean, let me go show you Ethos. Ethos.io. And it was a rebrand of Bitcoins, and I've never really been a fan of it, but where is their team? Our team. I'll be honest, I just can't get behind a team. I'm even young myself. I like, you know, how many people would buy from me? I don't know how old this person is, but how, you know, I don't trust companies typically. And I mean, maybe I'm just discriminating. He's 19. Wow, only 19. He's a globally recognized expert in cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies. Okay, I guess I could be considered an expert globally. I have a YouTube channel. I don't know if I would even buy from me. I'm not buying it. Literally, I'm not buying Ethos. I don't own any Ethos, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. Ven is going to continue rising, won't fall below 7 again. Can you please look at Q-Link? I think it is really undervalued right now. Yeah, I thought Q-Link was pretty interesting, and I don't know if we can chart it yet. A lot of these new coins, it sucks. Maybe I should develop an app or something that gets these new coins onto exchanges faster. If we go into KuCoin, maybe we can take a look. Sound is only on the left speaker. I do apologize. I don't know what happened. Let's take a look and see if we can look at some of the charts and markets inside of KuCoin. Q-Link. Here it is here. Dun, 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 dun. Where is the chart? So, not a lot of data, but looking like a pretty good time to get into Q-Link, honestly, if you want to get in. I can barely even chart anything. I can add a couple of indicators here, right here. It's really difficult to chart new coins, guys. Like, the RSI, very low. I mean, let's just look at it on the website, Q-Link. It's at an $86 million market cap at only 36 cents. And it is, I mean, when you get into a new cryptocurrency this early, you know, did you do your homework? Did you think it has a good potential? I wouldn't look at it as more of a quick flip. You have to be more concerned about the long run. It's brand new, but it looks like it's a pretty good time. I mean, it ran up like everything does. A lot of KuCoin excitement, and then everything's kind of correcting right now. I honestly think this is also my opinion. I think the game's changed a little bit where it used to be. So back when I was investing in crypto years ago and even last year, a lot of things went the way with Bitcoin. Like if Bitcoin went up, whatchamacallit, the altcoins went with it. If Bitcoin went up, the altcoins went up. If Bitcoin went down, the altcoins went down. And now we're not seeing quite as close of a correlation between the two. You're seeing I think things in coins starting to take their own direction. But I think if Bitcoin goes up, I honestly think that it will take a lot of things with it for the most part. And I'd love to do a video on which coins I think perhaps are the most likely to come and stay with it. You know, during a correction, a lot of things don't always make it back. Like there's a lot of coins that, you know, during the last fork over the summer, Bitcoin went on this massive run. And then some other things, at least in terms of Bitcoin's valuation, just didn't really go much places, or didn't go many places, I should probably say. So it'll be interesting. I'd love to do a video on which coins I think are some of the strongest that will survive these dips and come back strong once Bitcoin does come back strong. But I'm starting to begin to think that when Bitcoin does rebound or resurface or come back to normal levels, I think some of the altcoins will actually start to come with it, and it may not just be like, oh, Bitcoin's going to go on this massive run and altcoins aren't going to go anywhere. I kind of think that some of them will, if not a lot of them. Just my opinion. I think that there's a lot more money in the market and things that can kind of take their own direction, and it's not quite as reliant on Bitcoin anymore. But Sohail Daftarian donated $5 to the channel. Thank you very much. Strategic investors, QLC, will be unlocked end of January, so beware of dump. Yeah, so it's very important. It's a great point, Sohail. When any time, I'm always a big interesting point to take a look at what is the circulating supply versus the total supply. So, even KuCoin, for example. KuCoin has 100 million in circulating supply, but almost another 100 million in total supply, meaning the co-founders and the team, etc. So I think that it's always, you should always be conscious of how much is out there circulating. Ripple, for example, like Jesus, if I don't even think the advisors have the ability to cash out everything, but if they did, they could really affect the market. And gosh, these pumps are just crazy looking. These pumps. Anyway, you donated $5. Please look at ZRX. So let's chart ZRX for you. ZRX Bitcoin. So honestly, it looks a bit high right now. And a lot of these exchanges are doing very well at the moment. And to be honest, I thought Kyber was one of those ones that was oversold. And I actually sold some Kyber. And I'm a big believer in Kyber. I'm just looking to profit and accumulate a little bit more and buy back lower. I sold over here somewhere. It looks like this chart, ZRX, looks very similar to Kyber. ZRX. A lot of these exchanges have done very well, and then they cool off. You're seeing that with KuCoin, Binance. I think these guys might want to cool off. But if I were to do anything, I'd love to give you some entry points. So if I were to give you some entry points, let's do that. I'd like to do this. And I'm going to tell you, if you're not in ZRX, if you are in ZRX, I think it's actually quite high right now. I wouldn't look to be buying. I'd like to see how the rest of this pattern here forms, where I'm seeing one of these where it's lower and higher lows and lower highs, which actually is a sign of a breakout. It's when you see something like this, where you get like this little triangle to form like that. But it'll be interesting to see how the rest of that formation plays out, because that could be a good sign. Like if you see this, I forget what the technical name is actually for this, but it's a very good sign. It's a sign of a bullish movement when you kind of squiggle and then you get to like a flat line and then boom. There's a technical name for that. I'm just gonna call it the squiggle boom. And when you squiggle, you go boom. But seriously, there's actually a technical term. But I'd be very cautious. I mean, it is very priced high, but I'm going to just tell you, if you're looking to get in, I would look at this region here, right in this jumbled mess where you see a lot of support and resistance. Because if you do fall below this certain level here, we have this giant candle, and it could quickly come back down. So I would just keep an eye on it. That's what I would say. Consolidation. No, there's actually a term, Snay, for this, the squiggle boom. This is consolidating. It's consolidating, but when you could have consolidation that looks like this along this green line. That's not the same as what you have when you have this. When you have this right here, this is actually, there's a technical term to this. When you have that type of movement, lower and lower highs and higher lows, there's a term for that, and it usually means the squiggle boom. I came across that wallet investor forecast site, the squiggle equals boom. But seriously, hold on, let's Google it. Higher and higher lows and lower highs. Let's see. A downtrend, which is a series of lower highs and lower lows, reverses into an uptrend by changing. It's called a reversal. Sick. Reversals. Definition of a reversal. We're just gonna call it the squiggle boom. That's what I think it should be called. Man. Falling wedge, parabolic. Should I get this crypto mole looked at? I don't know what crypto moles are. Tronics will just rise, hold, and accumulate. It is long term. I agree. I mean, it was a ginormous trend. EOS Cardano, the next big things to work off on in the future. Is there a cryptocurrency named after roaches? I don't know. You got THC. That might be close enough. Should I hodl through the squiggle boom? You should hodl and watch and see if we get out of the squiggle boom here. I don't even know what I'm drawing anymore. But do you think Tron pups will catch on? I actually don't know what a Tron pup is. What is a Tron pup? This is our first Tron pup. Sounds like what's that game? The Crypto Kitties. Wow. Honestly, you can make things. I mean, gosh, Crypto Kitties went viral. There's a crypto game called Crypto Kitties. I don't know. I like it. I mean, there's a lot of bad things that people say about Tron, but I think it's a great cryptocurrency. I think that they are signing serious developers, and you know, I guess in just short, in response to a lot of the FUD, I think it is not to be concerned about. I think Tron is a very good cryptocurrency. It's definitely a long-term hold, like a lot of this stuff I think is, but definitely looking forward to that. And yes, go Eagles. We'll definitely be rooting for the Eagles this week or next weekend when they play in the Super Bowl. Where can I buy Squiggle Boom? I don't know. We'll come out with our charting course soon, and we will patent and trademark the Squiggle Boom. Should I hodl that jiggly pops to the moon? You need to get out and see some sun sometimes. I agree. There's a lot of sun here in San Diego or Los Angeles. We're going to try going on a hike tomorrow. Any guess on Weiss ratings favorites? I don't know. I think they'll be pretty standard picks. I think it'll be interesting to see which ones they like. We'll definitely keep an eye on it. For those of you not aware, there is a rating system coming out, Weiss ratings, for cryptocurrency. And what day are they? Let's see. Weiss ratings will release first cryptocurrencies. And why can't I click on it? Website seems to not be working. They are coming out on January 24th, so we should definitely keep you up to date. So they're going to be ranking a lot of these. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say things like Neo, Ethereum, Bitcoin are definitely going to be the most prominent ones. They're going to rank pretty much all the ones in the top 20 or so, and I mean, it says many others too. So we'll see. We'll wait tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a follow-up on what my opinions are in regards to that. So we'll keep an eye out. I'll tell you what I think. I mean, I did my top 10 cryptocurrency videos. Feel free to go back and check them out for my opinions and what I think. So, I mean, I definitely think Monero, Ethereum, Bitcoin, those are going to be your top ones. Neo, I don't know about EOS. I mean, I don't know about Bitcoin Gold. NEM, I think Tron is a bit too new. But anyway, someone says thoughts on Siacoin. I'm not the biggest fan of Siacoin, but we could take a look at the chart. Just not a big fan of it. I used the wallet. It was difficult to use and a little bit buggy, but it experienced a run-up just like a lot of these things do. Another reason I'm not the biggest fan of Siacoin is the CEO is a bit young. Siacoin website. Let's just check out what their website is. Sia Tech. And where is their team? So I met David at a conference, and I watched him speak, and I don't know. I'm just not blown away. The website isn't, like, super inviting to me. I can't find the team. Maybe it's the About section. Their team is... I don't know where their team is. I don't know why they don't have their team. Although I do think the idea is definitely more, there. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan, and it is a bit run up. I think it may see more downside before anything happens, so I would wait. We are consolidating, and we're not at a very good level. This is what I see when I see big candles like this, and then I see that we're in the middle of them. You're probably going to fall through those candles back on the flip side pretty quickly. So just be careful right now. We're right in the middle of these other candles with not a lot of historical support. So I would just be cautious getting in right now. But thank you for the $2, Monty. Komodo was under $6 this morning. Can't believe I missed it. Komodo is definitely a project we liked that we detailed several months ago in the Moon Lounge, which, by the way, We are now live with the Cryptosomniac Advantage and Moon Lounge. Head over to our website and click Cryptosomniac Advantage for a glimpse at that, and we'll be happy to have you join us. We have a lot going on, a lot of great content that we're providing for you. I just want to look at the market. Are we back on the same video? Hopefully we are back. Okay. Sorry guys, it looks like my computer literally ran out of space to store the video. Alright, we're back. Hopefully it's in the same video. That is my pretty face. How do I open this back up? Alright, I was just looking at the markets real quick to see what was on sale. Dragon Chain. Let me try Dragon Chain because I really like Dragon Chain. Dun, 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 dun. DRG. Do they not even have Dragon Chain yet to chart? Jeez. It's Dragon Chain, right? DGN? DGN? Did I got it wrong? What is Dragon Chain's ticker? Where is Dragon Chain? DRGN. Okay, hold on. DRG. Yeah, they don't have it on Coinigy yet. Let's take a look at it on KuCoin, though. Where is the dragon? The mighty dragon. Ooh, we still look like we might be going down. We still might look like we might be going down. Let's take a look at the Fibonacci retracement on the side here. Fib retracement. We'll go from there to there. And I don't know, I can see us going past this again, going back down to here. But Dragon Chain is a fantastic cryptocurrency, and I'd love to share my thoughts on it some more. I'm going to tell you my entry point is going to be 17,000 Satoshis, and I'll write it here for you guys. Let me write it. Where is the text? How do I write with text in here? Text. Is it going to write? There we No, that's not it. How do I draw text in KuCoin? Anchored text? There we go. Q at 17,000 sats. That is my Q price for Dragon Chain. The squiggle boom is not a pennant. So my entry point for Dragon Chain is 17,000, and I should really do a longer in-depth video of what Dragon Chain is in a bit. But hit that thumbs up button, guys. And by the way, share yesterday's video, Snae's video, for a chance to win some free cryptocurrency. Hit that thumbs up button if you're on Facebook. Hit the thumbs up if you're on Twitter. Hit the thumbs or hit the like. YouTube, hit the thumbs up. And let's take some of your guys' questions. I want a t-shirt with hashtag #SquiggleBoom. Your sound is all on the left side. Yes, we had some difficulties. We'll try and get those sorted out after the stream. Not sure why the sound's coming out on only the left. But I assure you, you have not lost hearing in your right ear, and it is just us. Thoughts on Simple Token? Do I have any kind of portfolio track record I can share? I mean, I've shared a lot of things that I've invested in here over the time. I mean, I'm pretty transparent. I usually tell you guys the new things that I invest into. Things like, I mean, everything. I don't know. I've told you when I've what and what I've bought. Simple Token, OST, 140. Let's take a look at it here, see what crypto exchanges it's on. I'm not familiar with Simple Token, actually. Ring this light bell. It's not on a lot of exchanges yet, but what is in these days and this day and age? Let's take a look at Simple Token. Cryptocurrency to power digital communities. I don't know. Looks mediocre. Nothing glaring that bounces out or hits my eye. Jason Goldberg from, who knows, lead blockchain engineer. I don't know. Nothing extraordinary stands out to me. I mean, I'm not very familiar with the project, so I don't want to tell you anything too preemptively, but just my thoughts. Does look a bit simple. Nothing spectacular. What is going on? Data Wallet ICO opinion. So, yes, Snake shared his thoughts on Data Wallet. We participated in Data Wallet. We shared our opinions last night, and we are big fans of Data Wallet. I met Seraphin, both Snake and I met the Seraphin, and we had an interview with him, and we'd love to release that on the channel. If you guys are interested, maybe what we'll do is we'll release that channel. It's between a buddy of mine and Seraphin. We recorded at BlockCon here in Los Angeles, and which gives you the ability to what was I going to say? I don't know what I was saying. I'm always thinking too many things going on in my head at once. It's a really great company, though. We participated in the pre-sale Data Wallet. I definitely believe in it. Even if you don't have a chance to participate in the ICO due to restrictions and whatnot, definitely keep an eye out on it as it hits exchanges and going forward. I definitely think it'll be you know, a good investment. We participated, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it develops. Thoughts on audio coin? Bork can be a hype figure. Not sure what audio coin is. Best crypto channel. Thanks so much, Rick G. Thoughts on high performance blockchain. So HPB was a cryptocurrency that we called recently in the Cryptosonic Advantage a couple days ago. I did not want to share anything here on the channel until they got a chance to for the Moon Loungers and stuff to digest it, and we do think it is a great cryptocurrency. It is basically China's version of EOS, and could have huge potential with only 100 million supply. Right now, a circulating supply of 22. Little concerning that there is a lot in supply, but I think it is definitely a pickup. Need to pick me up after the Wabi interview. I agree. The Wabi interview, I'll be honest, just was not that impressive to me. I struggled to ask the right questions. It wasn't engaging enough. Can we bring back the crypto girls? Maybe. We will, for sure, actually. Is it me with reports of crypto hitting mainstream as it's about to boom? Weak players, booted, studs hanging tough. Yeah, I mean, we try to support and bring a lot of value inside of the Cryptosomniac Advantage, and we're shifting a lot of that content that we provide to the Cryptosomniac Advantage. And you know, check it out. 14-day free trial. No reason why not to at least try it. Head over there. You'll find out a lot about all of our thoughts on a lot of these coins that I think you're asking about. Just got in here. Have you done any TA on the big three yet? If not, would you mind hitting at least one of them between every few questions? Of course. So we did talk about Bitcoin. Why don't we just take a look at ETH? And let me tell you my thoughts on ETH at the moment. And I think what I did is we actually shifted a lot of our portfolio recently from ETH back into Bitcoin, because I think ETH is very, very high right now. Now, if you look at it in terms of USD Tether, you know, we are down a bit from where we were. We're down to 984 to 1400. In the grand long scheme of things, I don't think ETH is a bad time to get in right now. I don't think ETH is a bad price in terms of fiat, in terms of US dollar valuation. But when we look at it here in terms of Bitcoin, it is quite run up. And it's hanging around in between, in the middle here, kind of deciding, what do I do? Do I go up? Do I go down? I think it's a bit high. And we actually converted a bunch of our ETH into Bitcoin, because I think it is a bit high right now. I think it could drop off. I think we could go back to 700-800 if Bitcoin stays at this price valuation. But I think there's actually, you know, in terms of Bitcoin, I think we're actually quite high right now, and it's very, it's very tricky in this area right here to watch, because we had such a huge run up so fast that if you slip between these levels of resistance here, it becomes very dangerous, and I could see us slipping all the way back to, you know, the 0.06 region without, you know, a lot of hesitation. With little support in between those. So the volume also is waning off here. You can see that. In fact, if I add the OBV here to it, you'll see that there is some tapering off of that volume, and it's a little concerning. I think it's a bit run up right now in terms of Bitcoin. Now, Doc Wicked donated $5 to the channel. ETH price potential by the end of the year. So this is how I like to solve and talk about a lot of my price predictions for ETH by the end of the year. So I come to CoinMarketCap, I go, okay, we're at $96 billion. Where could we possibly be by the end of the year? By the end of the year, I'm going to say we could be at, I think, maybe 400 to 500 billion, which I could see us at best. Moderately, let's say we get to 300 billion. Let's say we get to 300 billion, which I think is very reasonable. It's not too outlandish. It's not too overly ambitious. I definitely see a ton of potential in crypto, and I definitely like to maybe give predictions that are a little bit bolder, but I think that there is still so much room for crypto, and knowing that less than 0.5% of the world globally is invested, and knowing what it can do, and that it's a completely different thing, and you really have to just break down all these different barriers that you're thinking about when what is the potential for this market? How big can it really go? Because this is global, and we haven't had anything like this before, so it is very difficult to compare. But I really think that 300 billion for ETH isn't out of the question, which means a 3x return. So about a $3,000 Ethereum by the end of the year, I think is pretty reasonable. It's not too low. It's not too wild. Could I see us getting to 500 billion, half a trillion in only Ethereum? Maybe. That could be a bit aggressive, but it could be possible. So maybe we have a $5,000 Ethereum, but I'll say 3,000. I think by the end of the year, Doc. I think that is not unreasonable. Now, obviously, there's a lot of other things that you can invest in, a lot of altcoins that you can invest in that are, out there and worth it, that will probably outpace Ethereum at this point. And it's very good to diverse, and we try to keep a healthy balance between all of them. So someone asked, do you think ETH moving to proof of stake instead of proof of work could hurt it? Not really. I think proof of stake is the future for the most part. Of course, there are a lot of advantages to proof of work, however, but I think proof of stake is definitely, in my opinion, an improvement when you talk about in terms of scaling things and being adaptable and solving these issues when we talk about scalability and adopting ETH to the masses. And I think proof of stake will help do that. Todd asks about USD Tether in the short term. So for those of you in the Cryptosomniac Advantage, we're taking a deep dive into USD Tether. That is going to be our next focus in our report, and we're going to share with you our thoughts. To sum it up briefly, though, I don't really entirely trust Tether. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Bloom, we did look at Bloom. I do think we do like Bloom, by the way. But we're taking a look at USD Tether. I'm actually not a big fan of it. I think it is very controversial, and it could be like the next BitConnect and get shut down and collapse, kind of like BitConnect. So I'd be very leery. I'm not the biggest fan of Tether. Most coins a good buy right now. I agree. Thoughts on the cost token? Very similar. I think they could all do very well. There are a lot of different exchanges right now at the moment that are doing well or have done well, and I think have a lot of potential. Cost with a similar model to KuCoin, but I think it is very good. Not even sure how it would work when most were pre-mined and owned by a select few. Doc, I see ETH at 8 to 10K by this time next year. 100 tokens under ETH. So, I mean, just for ETH to be at $1,000, 8 to 10K means it would have to be worth over $1 trillion in market cap, which I think is a bit aggressive for ETH next year. I mean, hitting $1 trillion by year end, I think would be, even in the market as a whole, will probably happen. But to see one individual crypto, I mean, it's probably going to be Bitcoin first, that's for sure. But to see ETH there, I don't know. I think that's a bit of a stretch to have $1 trillion market capitalization in ETH by the end of the year. I just think that's a little bit hard to do right now. Not that I don't think it can't get there in the meantime, but honestly, there are a lot of competitors coming online to Ethereum, and it's going to be very tricky. And I think some of these other cryptocurrencies have positioned themselves very well to basically take over or really make Ethereum not so dominant in the force. I mean, they are working on things to help scale, but just like Bitcoin it becomes very difficult to address and make changes to things that are already online and running. And I think a lot of these other solutions that are in the works, like EOS and Cardano, could prove to be very good in the long run, and I think could possibly unthrone or dethrone Ethereum from its position as the best platform to build off of out there. So I am cautious on that end, and I definitely would be hedging my bets into different other things. Me and Roger Ver look similar in person. Okay, not bad. He's not a bad-looking guy, right? Roger Ver. I don't like him at all, though. I hate him, to be honest. I think Roger Ver is a douchebag. But I can see that, the short hair, you know. There's Roger Ver right there. Definitely not a likable figure, I think, in my eyes. I mean, definitely doesn't carry himself very professionally. What do you think of Singularity Net? I'm actually not sure of it. I wonder if ETH is artificially inflated because people are stockpiling it for its use, its proof of stake. I think Ethereum is about fairly priced where it is, to be honest, right now. I think it is about where it deserves to be. Of course, it is the very easy, streamlined use case for building dApps off of right now. Gives a lot of developers that ease of use that some of these other platforms just don't have yet. So I don't know if it's bad, but while we're here, let me basically give away some free cryptocurrency to a random person, random number generator, and we'll give away some free crypto for someone who shared Snae's video yesterday. 1 for Facebook, 2 for Twitter, and today is 2 for Twitter. I swear to you, I always get Twitter, so we're gonna redo this. I don't know. We're gonna go from 1 to 5 for Facebook and 5 to 10 for Twitter, because I feel like every day it's always on Twitter. So we're going to redo this and pick a number from 1 to 10. The first half for Facebook, the second half for Twitter. Okay, first half is Facebook. So let's pick a winner from facebook.com/cryptosomniac. Give away some free crypto here for someone that shared our yesterday's video on the channel, which was Snae's video. Let's take a look at it. Let's just go to videos. And yesterday's video was never suffer from a bear trend again. Let's pause that. We got 27 shares, and we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them. So let's pick a number between 1 and 13, and lucky number 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add ham. Add ham. We're going to snip you out, and we will give you some free crypto. Congratulations. To be eligible tomorrow, all you have to do is share this video either on Facebook or Twitter for a chance to win some free cryptocurrency tomorrow. So thank you for sharing that. Add ham. Let's get back to some of your guys' questions before we round out the stream and go cook some food. So, I like his passion. Speaking about Roger Ver, I could agree. He's very passionate, but I don't think he carries himself extremely professionally and could do a better job in that regard. What else is here? IoT chain. IoT chain is something we called earlier. High performance blockchain, deep brain. A lot of decent things on sale right now. I mean, a lot of things are on sale. Can you ask Charles if he thinks the crypto market is overvalued for his 5 to 10 year vision? Of course. So on Sunday, we'll be having Charles Hodgkinson on the channel. We'd love to hear. Comment on this video. Leave your questions in the video. I've gathered a bunch of questions that I'd love to ask Charles, if you have any. That will be at 3 o'clock Eastern on Sunday. Sorry, 6 o'clock Eastern on Sunday. 3 o'clock Pacific. Richard Hart went on tryout on IOTA. You've already responded to me 3 times. Thanks so much for your answers. I'll let other people ask stuff. Subscribed. Our pleasure. Clear poll. I'm not sure what clear poll is. Clear the poll? Clear poll? Oh, it's a cryptocurrency. Not sure, to be honest. I don't know what it is. 357. It's a bit further down there. Very small market cap. But not sure, to be honest. Just not sure. Haven't heard of it. There's so many cryptos out there to be on top of and knowledgeable. It's very difficult. But I think that's going to round it out for today. So again, my price predictions for Bitcoin, I think are, I think it's going to reach a $1 trillion market this year. And I think we see a $50,000 to a $60,000 Bitcoin by year's end. That is kind of my price prediction for the long term. And someone asked about Ethereum, And I think my price prediction for Ethereum is probably going to be about 3,000 for the end of the year. We could talk about Litecoin in the futures in the next video. I think Litecoin is also pretty undervalued right now and could be one of those next cryptos that really takes off. But thank you guys all for watching. I really appreciate it. When I say cash out profits, Daniel, yeah, I mean, when you say cash out, I really mean take profits into Bitcoin. I really look at everything in terms of Bitcoin. I don't really cash out into fiat or Tether. I take profit into Bitcoin or sometimes even Ethereum. So I think that is usually what I mean when I say take profit. I don't take profit into fiat or Tether. So thank you guys all for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get this audio issue fixed and hashed out. So thank you guys. Talk to you tomorrow.